Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel where we exchange STEM-based information. Share, tell a friend, tap the like button, and without further ado, let's crimp some cables. You'll need a crimping tool and RJ45 connectors. These connectors allow for the cables to pass through fully. As you can see, there are some small holes at the end. So be on the lookout for the connectors without the holes at the end, because they don't let you see the cable order the greatest before crimping. Also, you will need your RJ45 cabling. The UTP stands for unshielded twisted pair, which means the copper inside the cabling is twisted to reduce crosstalk, but there isn't a full shielding inside to protect its data from the exterior. Still, it's a great option for SOHOs, small office home offices, or small organizations. Measure, then cut the cable needed for the connection. The cable testers come in many different types. This one's a basic one that came with the crimping kit. These are RJ45 connector collars for completing the connector crimping. Here is a small blade used to remove the cabling's cover. Same thing can be done with a pair of scissors. If you don't have a crimping tool, the scissor and a small flathead screwdriver or nail would be okay to manually push each gold contact down to bite each wire. The RJ45 comes in many Ethernet standards, with two common standards, the T568a and the T568b. Both RJ45 cables typically use 4 pairs of wire, 8 wires total for data transmission. I like to remember the RJ45 pin layout with some simple rules: always stripes before solids and in alphabetical order. G is for green and G is before O in alphabetical order, which is for orange. And that's how I remember the cable layout. You'll see how there are only 4 colors of wire inside the cabling: brown, blue, green, and orange, with 4 pairs solid wires that correspond with 4 striped wires. The pins 4 and 5 are blue and white and blue, and the pins 7 and 8 are brown and white brown. untwisted, here's the orange pair, and I'm finishing the connection with the T568b layout. So that means this orange pair will be on my pins 1 and 2. By the way, here you see there is the green pair, the brown pair, and the blue pair. And I'll begin with the orange for pins 1 and 2. Also, the makers included a pin layout chart on the crimping tool. So the cabling layout for the T568b cabling is white, orange, and orange pins 1 and 2, white, green, blue for pins 3 and 4, white, blue, green for pins 5 and 6, last white, brown, brown for pins 7 and 8. Here's a close-up of the cables pinched together in order. Now is when we'll slide the RJ45 connector over the cables, tap side down. And here you'll see me struggle a bit, but I found it's best to twist the ends of the cables to pass through the RJ45 opening. Now slide the RJ45 collar over the cable. Make the same standard of T568b on the other end of the cable to finish our straight through cabling. Slide the collar, then seat the RJ45 connectors to the ports on your cable tester. And the blinking flashing lights all the way through means the cable is crimped properly. Even just knowing how to crimp Ethernet cables is a particularly valuable skill set when working in enterprises with legacy equipment without auto MDX capabilities, which is a feature that automatically detects Ethernet cabling types. Also, in situations where pre-made Ethernet cables aren't readily available, the ability to crimp connectors and understand pin layouts can swiftly restore network connectivity. And we have properly crimped a cable with flashing lights in numerical order. And I like to label my cables even though most have pre-written information. And there we have it, and thanks for watching the video. Hopefully you learned something new. Until then.